All right. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. This video is entitled Warning the Responsible to be Responsible for the Irresponsible. Hallelujah. Should I put hallelujah in the title? I don't know. Anyway, we have these discussions in our community about the community needing to be fixed. The community we needing to unify. And I think the biggest contingency point that keeps coming up is wanting the responsible people in our community to be responsible for people in our community who have proved themselves to be habitually irresponsible. And for some odd reason, that's a problem that's something that people keep fighting for. What do I mean by this? There are people who made bad decisions, okay? Who may have had a bad upbringing, who may have who may have chosen to change and be on the path of being a better individual than they were raised to be, or than they had chosen to be in their past. So they make moves that show this. You know, the old saying, God helps people who help themselves. These people have helped themselves. So they've proven themselves to be responsible because they took the bull by the horns of their own irresponsibility and righted themselves. We're not talking about those people, though. We're using those people as an example of we need to be responsible for people like that, but while they're still choosing to be irresponsible. That's not gonna, and that argument, is not gonna work. That dog won't hunt. And let's get into why. Like, we want to build a community and we have, say, criminal, like degenerates who are criminal minded. We want guys who aren't degenerate and aren't criminal minded to be responsible for criminal minded individuals, degenerate individuals. You want responsible guys to not only fix, build, and maintain the community, but also fix, build, and maintain the wreckage caused by these irresponsible degenerates. So you want them to be on this end fixing stuff, and when it's time to get off from fixing and building the community, go to the degenerate area and fix their stuff that they just messed up, and they gonna mess it up tomorrow. So now, so there is no rest. You want these guys to burn their candle at both ends, and you have a problem with guys saying, no, I'm not gonna be responsible for the irresponsible, because we're not talking about people who are handicapped, or who have mental issues, or who have, not just as far as like intellect, maybe retardation or actual like schizophrenia, bipolar. We understand those people can't be responsible per se for themselves. You can get to them to a certain space to be functional, and some of those people are actually more responsible and more functional than these people who have no problems but bad decision making and bad choice. So if you can get somebody who's handicapped who actually brings more to the table than somebody who's not handicapped and he just chose to be destructive, you got a problem. But you're asking guys to be responsible for the irresponsible. You got people who want to, have a bunch of kids that they can't take care of. You want the responsible people in the community who are responsible with their reproductive systems and reproduce, but when they can afford to also take care of what they've planned to take care of, but also have enough, in reserve to take care of the irresponsible people's kids that they're responsible for. And not act as if that's not asking too much. This person has one kid and they work and they to pour their best into that one kid. This person may have two, or people may have two, but they got the finances, the time, the scheduling, and the lifestyle that can give that kid or those children everything that they need to be productive adults. But you want them to, since you can do that with your kids, I need you to either sacrifice from yourself or sacrifice a little bit from those kids and give it to these kids, to these irresponsible parents who can't afford their children but they keep having them, who don't teach their children but because they want you to teach their children that they had. And people act like, well, that's cool. It's not cool, because this is perverting the "it takes a village to raise a child" mindset. Because when it takes a village to raise a child, that means everybody's in on those children. But see, this is not what's going on. This is not a village that people are asking for. This is people in the village wanting the village to take care of their kids, and them still bring nothing to the village. Because when it takes a village, that means if the village help raise your kid, you got to help raise somebody else's kid. This is not what's going on. This is go to the village. Deuces. And when the village call on you, y'all know who I am. Y'all know I'm not good at that. Y'all know I'm going to just do what I want to do. Okay. Great. You want them to be responsible for people like this. That's not going to happen. You want people who are financially responsible to be responsible for financially irresponsible people also. And we're talking about adults, That's why you have families and friends who call on other family members and other friends for money all the time. You got it. Just because I got it don't mean I got it to give to you, because you're going to always need it, because you don't take care of yourself. You're irresponsible. So I'm supposed to take care of an adult because they don't want to take care of themselves? No. No. And then people try to guilt, well, why won't you take care of them? Just because they spent, $200 on weed, $50 on Hennessy, $70 at the club, $400 in the mall, and now they don't have rent money. You supposed to help them. Whoa. No. They cars about to get repoed. They need you to. No. I don't care what's going on with them. They knew, rent's due on the 1st. You know that when that note's due. You know when that light bill comes. So no, nobody's gonna be your bailout package every month, because you're irresponsible every month as an adult. No. You want responsible people who are responsible for their health to also be responsible for your health when you're irresponsible with your health. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look how, say, man, I'm not going to eat that. Why you not going to eat that? Because that'll get you sick. Well, I'm going to eat it. And then that same person calls you, could you teach me how to eat better? And could you teach me how to work out? And could you teach me, how to change my lifestyle? And why are you trying to teach me? I'm going to fight you every step of the way. But I know you got time to fight with me about wanting to be irresponsible with my own health, even though I know this is going to send me to an early grave if I don't stop. But that don't mean a damn thing to me, because what's more important is to fight with you about it. And it's like, no, man, you asking, responsible people to be responsible for irresponsible people. No. And I think the most important one at the end of the day is what I just touched on, is time. You want people who are responsible with their time, who have been responsible with their time, who have made the most and use their time wisely in their lives, who have used their time correctly, who have benefited off of their discipline, their hard work, their labor, their schedule, their consistency, to thus give their time to people who have been irresponsible with their time. So now you have to give, people who are irresponsible with time your time that you have spent, creating your functional reality. So now you have to give your time to help them create a functional reality that they're not accustomed to, and a lot of them don't even want to be accustomed to. They want the results. They don't want to put in the time to make those results. So you want somebody to be responsible with their time for people who are irresponsible with their time and want to continue to be irresponsible with their time, but want to benefit off of the things that your hard work created. Absolutely not. Just absolutely not. I'm done. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'm hitting the gym. Peace.